I'm talking a few 100,000 yards. You just on your feet.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Rams. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Set up, 90 Wolf. Go, go.
53 is Mike. 53 is the Mike. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Check it back.
Fair, fair.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. That's into the hands of the tight end, Leggett. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
Watch the twins. 44 is the Mike. 44 is Mike. Check, check.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Set, ready? 30 base.
Number 53. Mike 53.
You got enough 61. Matchbox lights. Look, squeeze.
Switch.
Go.
Back.
Step.
On second down, this is Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Smooth.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
And what?
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, let's go. Wide, get wide. Check.
Rock it. Hey, Delta. Let's go.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Yeah, he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going for it. This is Harris. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Me and you all day.
Get it.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. Now they go screen. It's complete. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Looking to throw. Daniels. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
That's fielded in the end zone.
But that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
53, Mike. Pick me up. Here we go. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Hey, wahoo.
2nd and 11. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
44, Mike, 44. Hey, here I come. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Watch the run.
From the gun, Lawrence. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction. Excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
We got 3.
Saints 7.
Let's go. 60 or. Hard. Hey, high 7.
Here I come again.
On 2nd down, it's Harris. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
Gator. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Fofo's the mic. Mike's Fofo.
Hey, Echo.
Stop here, D.
Get it.
Back to throw. Lawrence. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Saints first down.
Ready, ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Bravo. 5.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Leo.
Let's get off the field.
Recon, 132 fighter. Gone.
You got tight. Right there.
Go.
He's coming. We got double up.
Ready.
On second down now, it's Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Mike, 53, Mike. No chance. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike. Record. Let's go. Hey, we got
Deep river.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Let's go, baby.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Check 50.
Snap.
From the gun, Daniels. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And he'll They'll actually lose about 7 yards on the return, but they have possession of the football on the turnover.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Get that ball. Check 99. Check 99. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Stand.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Hey. Let's go.
On first down, Harris. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
70, Indy.
Now Harris. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check. 43. Tackle. 43 is the mic. Here we go.
Hey, Charlie.
Here we go.
Hit it.
Looking to throw. Morris. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Samson Abukum in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Go.
44, Mike, 44.
We own them.
Get it.
They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
On the ready.
Mike's 47.
Look, squeeze.
Check 26. Slam.
Fight.
They'll run on first down. Armstrong. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging the offense right here. You know, hey, guys, if you help dig this hole, see if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
17 there and a New Orleans first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Mike's 43.
Come on. You better bring it.
43 is the Mike. 43 is the Mike. Watch the pass.
Hey, Delta.
43 is the Mike, boy. 43. Check, 43. You don't want none of that. Get it. Pick up the ball.
Snap.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll run. Here's Harris. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Hey, Orville.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Hey, check 24.
X3. 218, chopper. Hey, Foxtrot.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence. It's brought in by Harris. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Wahoo!
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home.
53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike. Go. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Here we go.
They're going to try and throw, and that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
Ready? 10 Lobo.
Check Mike 47. In the face. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
Off the play fake. Daniels. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore there defensively.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Get it.
To throw again. Daniels. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
In the end zone. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Check.
Fire.
They'll try the left side. It's Armstrong, and this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On first down. It's Armstrong, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
On the set.
47's the mic. Cover.
From the gun, Daniels. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Found his target. It's Anderson. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. Throwing on first down. Daniels. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Operating from the gun, Daniels. He's letting it fly into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Here's Harris. He's got a first down past the 30. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. They'll run on first down. It's Harris, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Nice, sweetheart. Kill.
Hey, team 6.
53 is the mic. Hey, pick your game up. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
On second down, It's Harris, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Bravo! Get it!
From the gun, Lawrence. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
A pickup of 18 yards. It's now third down.
Ready? 10-2 stop.
Mike 27. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that.
Hey, lock it.
He's checking.
Be dribbling. Be dribbling.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It was third and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Man, I got you.
Hey, Sam off.
Gurley again here on first down. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Yes. Hard. Hey, Haywood. Leo. Step.
On first down, Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll run again with Harris. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
First down. 60 outlaw.
53 Lock the run. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Harris works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down now, it's Harris. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? The Saints on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Go out.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Fair. Hey, zoom.
On third down, here's Harris. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, Lawrence. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cameron Jordan in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Daniels. And that'll be caught by Cobb. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented him, and that's been a real issue for him during this game.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. He was going right back to Cooper Kupp, and it's 2nd down.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
47. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Shoot.
Throwing again. Daniels. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Aaron Donald racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Hey, Alpha.
Shift. Check 43.
Look at me. Door. Now go.
On second down, it's Harris. 9 yards on the gain there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Topper.
Check safety.
Hey, lock it. Go. Hit it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's...
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. 44's the mic. 44's the mic.
Smooth.
44's the mic. 44's mic. Check.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Hey, Delta.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Check 53's mic. I got you, punk.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Defense. 53's the mic. 53's the mic. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Buzz.
53. Mike, 53.
Get it.
On 4th down, Lawrence. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On the toss, it's Gurley. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that, plus 3.
9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Armstrong. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start